The used car market has flourished in recent years, with data from car sales search engine AutoTrader between Q1 and Q3 indicating market improvement between 2021 and 2022. Demand for used cars has driven up prices, but that could change. The average price of used cars for sale has increased by 10%, rising from 386,000 Rand in 2021 to 427,000 Rand in 2022. But AutoTrader CEO George Meany says used car prices could come down if supply chain issues as well as chip shortages for new cars are sorted out.
Used car demand is often driven by what's happening in the new car market. And we've seen a slightly more buoyant new car market in the last month, particularly in October. We've actually seen, a little bit of a bounce back of new cars. And that's because there's a bit of eased pressure on the supply chain shortages as well as the silicon chip shortages.
Locally, rising interest rate and inflation and spiking fuel prices are likely to dent demand. But as with almost any sector of the economy, there is a relationship between GDP and its respective commodity.
We are seeing downward pressure on the prices of used cars, which is a normal effect in this cycle. GDP, as a matter of fact, is a very, very good indicator of car prices or vice versa. And GDP has shifted sharply downwards over the last couple of months. So I think there's still going to be positive growth.
Given the current trend of high prices and lower searches in the period under review, there have been overall increases in used car searches, with more web traffic expected into January.
Between Q1 and Q3, we've seen a decline in searches, actually a 13% decrease in searches on our platform. There's a lot more activity in the beginning of the year on our platform versus the end of the year. So it's not surprising that car search has declined by 13%. But if you just look at, the whole year on year, one period versus another, January to September, there's actually been a 5% increase in searches.
Meanwhile, searches for electric vehicles have almost doubled over the past 10 months as consumers consider the running costs of internal combustion engines compared to electric cars. For Newzroom Afrika on Channel 405, I'm Ahmed Kajee.